Unmuted. Yeah, we said what we said, no filter.
Tonight. Yes. I want to welcome you to the first episode of Unmuted with Monique. And before we get started, I need you to understand that this is one of those places where we're going to come and get it right. We're not here acting like we got it all together. We want to talk about the stuff that people usually clean up or water down, okay? We're going to keep it honest. We're going to keep it cute. And most importantly, we're going to be respectful while we're doing it. So y'all ready? Let's get into tonight's episode. So tonight, we're going to be talking about the I keep taking this man back and I already know he ain't no good. Now listen, this is a no judgment conversation, but we are going to have an honest one. Because at some point, we got to ask ourselves, what are we really doing? What are we going back to? So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring out our guest for tonight. So tonight, I'm going to give a warm welcome to Tasha. She is here with us tonight. Thank you so much, Tasha, for being with us. Now, before you get started, Tasha, telling us a little bit about what's going on with you, I want to say to everybody that she said something to me before we even started rolling and stuck with me. Tasha said, I know he's not good for me, but every time he comes back, I go back too. Baby, that statement is so relatable to all women because we all been there at some point in time. So we can't just rush past that. Well, let's talk about that.
Thank you, Monique, for having me.
No problem, girl. I'm so glad that you decided to come sit with me tonight. But you know we're not going to beat around the bush, so I do have a question for you. If you keep taking him back, and you already know, because you already said you know he ain't no good, at what point do you stop blaming him and start asking yourself, what's going on with me?
See, I don't like how you said that because it makes it sound like it's all on me, and it's not.
See, I didn't even say that. I did not say it was all on you. But what I am saying is he can only do what you allow him access to.
But it's not that simple, though, because when you've been with somebody for a while, it's not just cut him off and move on. There's history, there's feelings, there's memories.
And I understand that. So let's talk about it. What part of the history is making you stay? Because it can't be the lying, it can't be the disappearing, it can't be the inconsistency. So tell me exactly, what are you holding on to?
It's not just the bad, though. Like, when we're good, we're good. He knows me. He makes me laugh. He shows up sometimes in ways that feel real.
See, the key word is sometimes. You said sometimes.
Yeah, but everybody has flaws. Nobody's perfect.
I gotta stop you right here because there's a difference between flaws and patterns. Forgetting to text someone back sometimes, now that's a flaw. But disappearing, lying, and coming back when it's convenient, that is a pattern.
But what if he's trying? Like, what if he just needs time to grow?
And that's all good and fine. So I'm going to ask you a question. How long has he needed?
A while.
Okay, define a while. See, we got to get down to the root of this.
See, I don't like this. Like, if I'm being honest, a couple years.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you're saying a couple of years. So a couple of years, he's been showing you the same version of himself. And for a couple of years, you've been waiting for him to show you a different one.
See, nah, because when you say it like that, it sounds crazy.
Let's not call it crazy, right? Because we all have been in love. But what I will say is that this conversation is more honest, and that's going to make a difference. It always sounds different when you hear it out loud.
I guess I just don't want to feel like I gave all this time to somebody for nothing. Like I was stupid.
And there it is. So this ain't got nothing to do with him. It's really not about him as much as it is about you. This is about what leaving would make you feel about yourself. See, in order to fix things, we have to call it out. We have to call it in its most rawest form.
Yes, because if I walk away, then I have to sit with the fact that I stayed through stuff I shouldn't have. And I don't know if I'm ready to deal with that.
But you already sitting in that. Every time he disappoints you again and again and again, you feel it the same way you did the first time he did it. You just keep pushing it down and trying to ignore those feelings like they don't exist.
Much as I hate to admit it, you right.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When he comes back, what do you feel first? And I want you to be honest.
Oh, that's easy. Relief.
Not love?
No, like, how can I describe it? It's a relief I feel. Because I know he still wants me.
Okay, so let me put this into the perspective of what I'm hearing. You're not going back because he's good for you. You're going back because being chosen by him temporarily fixes how you feel about yourself.
What am I supposed to do with that? Like, seriously. It's easy to say walk away, but when you're in it, your phone ringing and it's him, that logic goes out the window.
I know it does because I've been there. But what I want you to consider is that this is the exact reason why logic is not the issue.
Then what is it?
Discipline. Discipline is the issue.
I don't like that word.
I know you don't. Most people don't like the word discipline because discipline doesn't care about how you feel.
But feelings are real, though.
They are. Your feelings are absolutely real. But feelings don't have to run your life. Right now, every time you feel lonely, you go back. Every time you miss him, you go back. Every time he shows the tiniest bit of effort, you go back. That is not love. That is an emotional reaction.
So what? I'm just supposed to ignore how I feel? That sounds miserable.
No, you are allowed to feel it. They're your emotions, but you don't have to act on it.
Monique, everything about that sounds hard.
Yeah, healing usually is hard, but we have to be real because if you keep saying that this is the last time, but you don't actually mean it, what you're saying to yourself is, this is the last time unless he comes back and makes me feel better. Those are two totally different things.
You know what? That actually makes sense. I guess talking it out gave me more to think about than I thought.
Tasha, you don't need another last time. You are worth so much more than that. But what I do think you need is a different decision. A decision that does not change based on your mood.
But how do I even get to that point?
One day at a time. But you have to keep it real with yourself because the question is not, do I still want him? You have to start asking yourself the real questions. The question I want you to ask is, do I want this version of my life again? That is what I want you to sit with. Some of you don't miss him, you miss the interruption. Because when he shows back up, it breaks that loneliness cycle that you feel like you're in. But then it puts you right back in that same cycle that you were trying to get out of in the first place. And until that changes, you will continue to repeat the same cycle over and over and over again. And you deserve better than that. But I need you to see that. Now that wraps up our first episode of Unmuted with Monique, where we are not going to just talk about it. We are going to tell the truth about it. Know that I love you. And I will see you in the next episode.
Take the mask off tonight, no hiding. We bring truth to the light.